Good evening, guys. Match just ended. Chelsea versus PSG ended 5-2. I am disappointed. I am disappointed. It is dark. As you can see, it's dark. There's no light at the end of this tunnel. Hopefully you can hear me fine in this video. I made some changes here and there, but anyways, let's get down to business. Let's talk about this match, guys. Let's discuss this match and how it all went wrong. PSG showed up tonight, and the difference in the end was the bench. The bench made the difference. The goalkeeper that we had was a factor in this result. The way we play was a factor in this result. And it was almost like a self-destruct button was pushed from the signings. Like I said, from the signings, from the bench, up until the way we played. There's only a few players that you can say tonight really made an impact on this game against PSG. Namely, first and foremost, obviously, the players that I'm talking about is none other than Caicedo. Caicedo was such a tank. He was a tank tonight. He just showed once again why he is one of the best central defensive midfielders. Box to box. He's press resistance in the midfield. Just playing out of the press. Caicedo is just on a different level. Reece James and him in the midfield, that's how it started. And Reece James he looks a bit, when he's on the ball, Reece James looks a bit like he's just a carefree guy, just too cool on the ball. And it cost us today. We didn't show any urgency to try and exploit the space in behind against this PSG side that had some kind of weird defensive setup. And we did not take advantage of that. It's like a team that didn't want to win tonight. But anyways, let me put the lineup. Let me put the lineup on the screen so that we can analyze this. Of course, this game, one of the worst games in recent times from João Pedro. Not to say that it's like he wasn't present, but he was not on the level that we know him. He tried his best to hold up the ball, link up play, but his touch was just a bit off. João Pedro's touch today was just a bit off. It was just a bit off. I don't know why Caicedo has a rating of 5.3. To me, he was one of the best players for us on the pitch. Castro obviously scored. Jorgensen, from the start, we all know, whether Jorgensen starts, whether Sanchez starts, there is bound to be an error. There is bound to be an error. And look at the goalie that PSG had in goal. Safonov. I've even never heard of it. Defensively, Marquinhos, there's no pace. Pacho, they are mostly relying on Hakimi and Mendes to fill in if we get to play the ball in behind. And there was space because these guys overlap, but we did not take full advantage of it. We only scored one goal from that space exploiting that space only once. But we could have scored more. But in the end of the day, the game was won by the quality that PSG had on the pitch. 2-2, we fought back. Barcola scored that brilliant goal in the 10th minute. And of course, we equalized with Castro. And then Dembele solo counter-attack. We could have made it 2-1. It could have ended 5-3 tonight because Dembele might not have scored. Maybe it could have ended like 4-2 or something. But anyways, counter-attack. Palmer almost scored. Dembele gets the ball on the counter. He's fast. Fofana, Hakimi is there. Cucurella needs to needs to close down Hakimi. Dembele is both. He can score with both feet. Turns in, out, shoots, bang. 2-1. Fernandez, brilliant goal. We make it 2-2. And then after we made it 2-2 in the second half, after making it 2-2 in the second half, it all went downhill from there. This thing of playing out from behind, I don't know why coaches and teams are so fixated on playing out from behind, especially against the PSG team that does that press, that presses you, that smothers you, that tries to force a mistake out of you. And they got it. They got that. They managed to force a mistake out of Jorgensen, gifting them a goal to make it 3-2. Vitinha lobs the goalie, hands on his head. And then here comes the kicker. If we look at the substitutes, we brought on Delep, Garnacho, and Lavia. Lavia is a decent player. He also had that few moments that he had glimpses. You can see that he's a good midfielder. He's decent. He can play in the midfield. He's press resistant. But Delep and Garnacho. Okay, Garnacho came on the 88th minute. Delep had one wayward shot. And that's it. Look at the guy that they brought on. Kvaratskhelia. The guy scored 2 goals. The guy had a yellow card. And the guy had an assist. From the bench. That's the difference in quality. When it was 4-2, I still had hope. I still had a dream. I could still think that we might just get this, Stamford Bridge crowd hype and my second leg. But like it, as it stands now, it's a tough ask. It's a tough ask from this team, especially with the fact that we can also concede unnecessary goals. We can also concede. It doesn't matter which goalkeeper we have in the post. We can concede. We are already, before the whistle blows for the start of the match, we're already down 1-0 because of the goalkeepers that we have in this team. And if the owners don't see that, then I don't know. How many more mistakes do we need to witness before a change is made in goal? Before something is done, guys. If you made it this far, guys, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. What more can I say? We are down 5-2. It's going to be a tough ask from us to actually progress to the next round. And I think this is the end. I think this is all she wrote for us in the Champions League. Revenge from PSG after that lesson we taught them in the Club World Cup. And now I think we can just focus on the league. Salvage. I don't. Are we going to get something in the second leg? Are we going to do something in the second leg? But anyways, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. That has been your review. See you in the next upload. Cheers. Stay safe and God bless. Peace.